Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. So before beginning, just please pause the video, read the disclaimer and understand that everything shown in this video is for education purposes only, it's for entertainment, and anything I state is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, so if you are looking to take any sort of trades or anything, then please speak to a professional financial advisor. Anyway, moving on. So based on the previous videos and also looking at today, what we can see, Bitcoin is doing the expected retracement, which is still moving towards the levels that are stated on the previous videos. So if we look at the main channel, we can see that, currently the bigger channel is still being respected. We also created an updated local channel. So this is the old local channel which we broke out of. And then the updated channel is this currently, which is effectively still potentially respected if we, get a bounce from this low higher up, or we move sideways within that channel. Now going forward, what we also have is the various sort of fib levels, the order blocks and everything we're going to check out. So first of all, we had the previous liquidity area, which we smashed right through, which is very nice. Now what we want to look at is the other areas where we have potential liquidity, and these are the 54k levels, the 38k levels, the 41k levels, and the 30k levels. Again, I'm not stating the price is going to go that far, but I like to plan ahead just to be safe. The other thing now we're going to look at is the trend-based fib that we've had from before, which is from this high to the low to the the all-time high. And currently that fib has played out perfectly well. We can see, price retested the 886, tried to hold the 0.1 level, failed, and currently tested the 1.127, an area that I normally believe closer to the bottom area. Not stating that this is the bottom. The other target that I also look at is the 1.1618, which is just over here, which is quite near that sort of liquidity zone. The other areas that we also look at is we look at other trend-based fibs. This is where we've got the low to the high to the low. And again, that is also in confluence with the golden pocket near the liquidity zone, and also the other fib, the trend-based fib locally, which comes down to the 1618. So there's a lot of confluence in this particular area. I marked these levels up before in my VIP group, and the private Zooms that I've done with individuals, just teaching them basically. So now if you look at this, what we also then want to see, if price does hit this area, could we then consolidate here and then potentially try to then break up? If we do tend to lose this key area, what we can expect is price to then test or potentially even break out of that channel. Now, one of the horizontal areas that I was looking at, which we don't wish to lose, is effectively this particular zone here. So I'll mark this in a slightly different color, so just use it as a red, make it thicker. So you don't really want to lose this area. If you do lose this, then there's the potential for a price to go lower. And the thing to understand is then you'd lose a high, which then puts you in danger of potentially losing this low as well. And if you lose both these zones, then effectively the market will start to turn. And the way you know it will turn is once you've lost that sort of market structure, what you'll then effectively kind of get is something like this. So you get this move up, down, up, you've got this local move here, and we're currently sitting here. But if we come down, lose this, move up and then lose that and start lose this low, then effectively what you're then going to get is a trickling effect where price will start to go down. And yes, people may look at this as some kind of head and shoulders shape. I don't believe in head and shoulders patterns or anything like that. I don't trade them, and I have my reasons for it. A lot of people will believe in it, but I personally just trade the chart and the price for what it is rather than just looking at patterns. Again, I'm not stating that price is going to do this, but if we lose this area, I would expect price to be in that sort of region. And if it does come down here, you'll get that little push up and then a potential another move down. I hope that doesn't happen, but it's something that I keep an eye on. It's something that I will see. I want to know it as part of my plan overall, because otherwise what I'm effectively doing is trading blind. And you need to have confluences in your sort of setup and in your trades. Otherwise, you are trading without any sort of plan, and you need to have patience for the trades to play out. So one of the key things here, as I mentioned, is you've got this fib level here. I'm looking at more around this sort of level. We need to hold this, and it would be a good area for potentially longing as well. But what I would want is, if price comes down here in the ideal sort of scenario, is it drops down here, it pulls up and starts consolidating like this, and potentially even create a little swing failure pattern where the candle wicks then back up, still keeping that high intact, and then we start to get a slow move back up effectively. And that might take time, but I'd rather go for something like that. So currently I personally not buying any longs here for the moment. My level will be around this sort of level, and that is primarily just based on fibs. So looking at all the fib levels, looking at all the channels, that's what I want to use, and that will be part of my plan. So looking at just this particular fib and looking at these sort of zone, this area has now effectively been filled. This would be my take profit 1, and my next area would be here, and my stop loss would now have been moved heavily into a profit zone, potentially just near this 618. And so if we do get this sort of target, great. Another thing what to expect is, normally when you do hit the 1.127, you do get price moving up to retest the the 0.1 level potentially, and if this then acts like a form of resistance, it will then take the move down. So if we base it on this, the other thing we also have is you also have like an order block, and this would be this block over here. So let's hide this, let's hide that. So you would potentially have an area of liquidity around here, and that will line up with this, and this is effectively the last sort of red candle before a little moves up. So that will end up looking like a potential then breaker block. So that's what I'm kind of looking at potentially around the 1618. If we look at it from an indicator point of view, from the Titan RG, you're looking at price volume still for the bears moving up, volume for the bulls dropping, and the RG moving down. Please understand that my name on Discord, and I'm known as Mr. Crypto, and the Titan RG indicator is made by myself, and it's only available to my private group or through myself. So and that's one of the reasons why I use it, because it's based on how I like to look at things. So effectively, for me to potentially start longing will be closer to the lower of the channel near the 1618, and then I could potentially start to build some long positions up. And this is on the basis where we don't lose this. And if we do start to get to that level, then I will turn effectively bearish. And that's it for myself. So thank you for, tuning in, looking at my quick BTC analysis. And subscribe to the channel, support it. I will have my website ready soon. So just read the disclaimer again. Understand this is not financial advice, just my opinion, just for education. And that's it. So if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to reach out to me via YouTube. Otherwise, you can join my Discord. The link is in the description. There's also a Bybit affiliate link in the description. And one of my main things for everyone is not providing signals, but to try and provide very good education so you're able to learn how to trade yourself and look at multiple ways of trading, which includes looking at indicators, technical analysis, and various other techniques. So thanks again, and have a good evening, good day, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.